Hi guys, thanks for watching. I am sure that all of you know that everybody has an opinion on how to raise children, and I am no different. But today I'm going to give you some perspective, and hopefully you'll understand why I'm so passionate about this stuff. Today we're going to talk about attachment parenting and how attachment parenting is key to the 4th trimester, which is also known as the exterior gestation period. And a lot of you are like, what did she just say? It's okay. We're going to go over it some more. So attachment parenting, usually associated with some negative stuff. People are like, oh, no, that's the psycho moms. Those are the moms that are into everything and they're way too involved and these kids are growing up strange. And we're not really talking about that. We're talking about just that 4th trimester, which is the 9 months after birth, while the child's brain is maturing and it's learning to crawl. When the baby, the infant, is still dependent on the mother for absolutely everything. This is what we're talking about today. Alternet.org ran an anti-attachment parenting article that was really interesting, as in everything they said was completely wrong. They made some statements that I wish to go over with you because I'm kind of concerned that people are reading this and actually thinking that this is how they should raise their children. Their first statement that they made that I wish to elaborate was this one. Don't give everything to your child as soon as it cries for it. You'll be preparing it for the real world. So essentially, it's like this. Baby cries because it's hungry and you're like, oh baby, 5 minutes, you can't eat now because you can't have it now. You have to work for it. Just a minute. And the kid's like, I'm hungry. No. Is that stupid? I felt stupid even saying that. Like, that's not... You're going to deny it whatever it wants just so it knows. I mean, it doesn't have the sensory function. And it doesn't have the brain maturity to really put all that together in its head that you're just like grooming it for the real world. I mean, really, if we were going to start grooming our children for the real world early, then I would just tell the umbilical cord, hey, it's fire drill day, and you shouldn't give the kidney oxygen or nutrients for just a little bit, just so it knows that eventually it's not going to get everything it wants. Do you know what the umbilical cord's going to say? Nothing, because they don't talk. Because it's really that dumb. And basically when I say mature brains, bobafamily.com, who wrote an amazing article on the exterior gestation period, is giving out information saying that babies are born with immature brains out of necessity. We're born early because a mature brain can't fit through the woman's pelvis. And if it couldn't fit through, that would put the child's life at risk, the mother's life at risk, and that would kind of screw up this whole population thing that we've got going on. So we're giving birth to our babies early. So the 9 months out of the womb, it is to basically essentially be treated as if it was still in the womb. When you think about other mammals, you know, like cows or horses, for example, you know, their young are up and walking within a few hours to a day because they're born with fully mature brains. Just to give you a little bit of perspective over what that is. So, you don't really need to be preparing your child for the real world as soon as it's born. Ooh. The next thing that they did was this. It's okay to let your baby cry it out. It will learn to self-soothe. Now I want you to picture a poor baby in a crib on a stormy night just bawling and squalling, all alone and lonely, and all it really wants is to be held. But mom read on the internet that she doesn't need to pick up her child, that he will learn on his own to go to sleep because he's an infant and he knows these things because he's mature. Flash forward 20 years and that same kid hacks its family in the middle of the night. Don't raise the creepy kid. Don't do it. If your kid needs something, it's going to cry because it needs something. It may be wet, it may be hungry. Go get the kid. It's okay. It is okay to hold your child. You know, letting cry it out does have some damaging long-term effects such as anxiety and emotional withdrawal and depression and all these things. But I mean, really, should you worry about that? Because we got a pill for it these days. So whatever you screw up, the pharmaceutical companies can fix for you. And it probably won't cost you much. It's okay to think that, right? Their third thing that they said was, don't hold your baby too much. It'll spoil it and you will raise a sissy child. I have a huge problem with that. The 4th trimester. I know, I'm on it again. I'm going to ride this horse all through this show, just so you know. Because a child is born with an immature brain, its organs and its systems are as well as immature. It uses the mother to regulate its own systems. And I'm not talking just a few things like the brain. I'm talking cardiovascular, the immune functions, sleeping rhythm, and hormone levels are all transferred from skin to skin contact. So what I'm saying is that if you want to wear your baby in a sling, that's probably the best thing to do. You put that baby in a sling, and it's going to be close to your chest, close to your heart, skin to skin contact, learning. Its poor little systems are going to be adapting from yours. Infants spend a lot of time in the cribs these days, and their immune systems and their little immature systems are working double to maintain the harmony that it needs to grow. So, put your baby in a sling. You wear that baby. You wear it all day, all night if you want to. You can breastfeed even in the sling. Yes, breastfeed. Did you think these were for decoration? That's a horrible place for a decoration. Why would you do that? It's okay. It is okay to wear your child. It is okay to hold your child as much as you want. It is okay to not let your child cry itself to sleep every night. It is okay that when your child cries, that you go check on it, that you deliver its every need. It's okay. You should do those things. And if you're concerned about raising a sissy child, and if you mean to raise a sissy child as in a compassionate, secure, confident child that will grow up to be a compassionate, secure, confident adult, then I say let's all raise sissy children. What kind of problems would the world not have if we all had those things today? I know you want to be a good mom, but who exactly are you looking to show you're a good mom to? Everyone else? Or your child? Who's the more important one in your equation? So you really need to think about these things. So maybe you should put aside what people are telling you to do and follow your gut. Follow what your heart tells you to do and do what feels natural to you. And I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised with the outcome.